Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 20 of Amion. We have got a bit of a shout out before we begin. This music you're probably hearing, this is not new if you're on podcast, but if you're on YouTube, you're hearing some music right now. This is from the Pocket Bard. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out for a DM or even a player, actually, if you want to introduce us to your DM to put a bit of background music to your game. Pocket Bard is amazing. It's a seamless sort of transition between scenes with combat and different environments and sound effects and such like. Go check it out, Pocket Bard. Hopefully it's going to add some lovely ambience to this episode and all episodes going forward. We're all here, as you can see, so let's jump into episode 19's recap. In our last adventure, still nursing the wounds from their previous escapades, the party was summoned by two members of the Jade Academy. Their mission, to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several watchmen and a mage just outside the city. With unsettling premonitions of planar magic at play from one of the Academy's elders, the party set off, determined to uncover the truth. After a day's journey from Porth Bre, they were drawn off the road by circling carrion birds, leading them into a hilly terrain to the west. What awaited them was a horrifying scene: the slain bodies of the watchman and the mage, alongside a barely alive young woman. Just as they were starting to piece together the events, they were interrupted by members of the Order of the Gauntlet, who were also investigating the arcane disturbance. While initial discussions seemed promising, tensions quickly flared, culminating in a skirmish, and after a tense confrontation, a fragile peace was reached, allowing both groups to part ways, each with their own agenda. And now, with mystery still shrouded in darkness, the party stands at a crossroads. What challenges and revelations await them next? Let's find out as we jump in to episode 20. I will assume you make camp for the night, probably a little way from where your confrontation happened. Though they have left the area. If you want to, you can use this as a moment to RP anything. I'd imagine you have probably some questions left over from the last episode. Or if not, we can begin the next day. It's all up to you. I hand it over to you guys.
I want to go over to the robot. How's Corb look again? Corb?
Sure.
You look like the giant thing, right? The iron giant.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna knock on the Iron Giant Warforged's head and go, Ava.
Someone's ringing in the church bells. What's going on?
Ava. And then I point at you. I point at me saying, Ava. And then I point at you.
Right. Gottle a gear.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've ever seen a Warforged before?
You can absolutely roll a history check.
From my realms.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I've travelled 3 different realms, I believe. So.
And if I'm not mistaken, Warforged are from Eberron, is that right?
They are indeed. That's why I wasn't sure if I've met one before. Because obviously I'm not sure which realms you decided to pick me on.
You can roll it, and if it's high enough, we'll say that yes, you've travelled Eberron.
I got a 14.
I would say you probably encountered at some point, or at least heard of.
Okay, I probably heard of them, probably not encountered them as such. And I go, Warforged, Ava.
Yes. Gottle. You, Rolio. Sorry, I nearly called you by your other name then. Rolio. Over there. Tell him it's Gottle.
So look at Ava and it's like the robot is called Gottle.
How robot? My name Ava.
The young lady's called Ava Gottle. I'm getting back freedom in like.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I think we're all getting back a little bit of playback.
Shall we turn it off for you guys then?
Maybe
I'm gonna
if I
leave.
leave.
I'm gonna leave the stream for now.
Let's
looking
turn
at
that
the stream.
off, and let's see what happens. You
Hello,
shouldn't-
hello, hello.
You shouldn't be getting
No,
any
it's still
feedback. Sorry,
Yeah.
podcast YouTube. We are experimenting with this new ad app. So things are going to be a little bit different for a minute while we get to grips with where it should be. I've just noticed that now I've turned that off, we've lost the cameras again. So I'm just going to quickly readjust those.
Oh dear.
This is gonna be a editing moment.
Yeah, it's going to be an in situ editing moment. You guys feel free to carry on doing the role play while I just adjust the cameras for YouTube. Obviously, podcast, you're not affected by this. This is literally YouTube only.
Ava, Mr. Volio. Ava has heard of Warforged before. Warforged are mighty, strong warriors. As she tenses her muscles.
Not this one. This one's more
Oh, dear.
magic.
I cast magic too. As she
I
just
did
does
notice that.
magical stuff with hands.
I did notice that in the fight. Where have you come from?
Oh shit! What vow am I from?
Oh, you did tell me, but I can't remember off the top of my head, mate.
I think it's Dragonlance. Yeah, it's Dragonlance.
Yes, that
Dragonlance.
sounds familiar. I believe.
The land of the dragon. Ah. Underneath there is darkness called Shadowfell. Me from there.
I see. Yeah, I don't know where my ship went, do I?
Not yet. You
No.
haven't asked the right questions to the right people, unfortunately, at the moment.
At the moment, yes. Okay.
Let's go with
Um,
that. That'll do. Apologies, YouTubers. This is not the best setup. I've literally done that on the fly, as you could tell. Watch me moving things around. But yeah, let's crack on.
Well, I think we should all get some sleep after tonight's events.
Can I just ask you guys quickly? You're not getting any more feedback, are you?
No.
No.
Testing.
No. Cool. That's fine.
No, I'm good.
So that was obviously from the live stream coming back through, so that's fine. So
Yeah, that
apologies,
must be
audio wise, guys. We've probably fixed it, but we'll find out.
So yeah, no, I'm still getting feedback. I think
I'm
it's my
getting a
new
little
mic. Well, it can't be my mic. So.
No, I'm hearing it, but only when Volio speaks.
Yeah.
I think as well. Sometimes my my microphone picks up what's in my headphones as well, so it might be that.
Wait, if it's only if I speak it, I'll check. I've got 2 headsets. 1 second. I do apologize.
I don't think it's yours, James. To be honest, it'll be come back. So what is it? Are you just getting like you're hearing the music still, or?
No, I'm hearing.
No.
No,
When people speak, it's like a little bit that, then that again. It's like twice. instead
It's
of
like an
just-
echo,
There's an
isn't
echo
it?
in the headphones.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right. I'm not
And
sure
it's
what's going on.
only when James talks.
Yeah, it was only me, so it must be only Mike.
It'd be okay. So it's your setup. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll do
You
it.
sound much better now.
Has that solved it for you? I can't hear it, to be honest. So
Yeah, no. So for me, anyway, I think.
Yeah, it seems to be sorted for me as well.
Okay, James is very loud now. It would look. So I'm gonna turn you down a little bit. That's right. We're learning. We're getting used to this new setup. I've changed things, so that's cool. All right. So decisions. Sorry, guys. I was obviously messing around with the cameras. What's your decisions?
I'm gonna call it a night, I think. Get some sleep.
While you're talking, Opal comes a little bit closer and she looks at Ava and tries to understand how to communicate with her. So she tries to speak different kind of words in different languages that she speaks, just in case there is something there. So maybe she can communicate better. Where is it? Oh, sorry, I've got my glass in front of my screen.
That's all right.
So you hear her talking as if all the abyss came out of the earth and is throwing up in abyssal words and waits to see if there is any understanding. And if not,
Ava.
Dempsey.
Daughter. Hello.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, oh, hi! Why are you calling me daughter?
You look like my child, no?
Oh,
Are you
nice.
from same place, no?
No, where are you from?
I am from Dragonlance. Underneath there is darkness, and only darkness, called Shadowfell.
Oh, wow. No, I am from this realm. I've never heard about it. I just learned these languages because of the beasts I hunt.
So I'm gonna gift her because I think she's a child, right? You look like a child.
Yes,
Looks
like
like a child.
13 years old.
So I have in my bag a black lotus flower. And I'm gonna give it to the person that I assume is a child.
Oh,
Flower for child.
thank you. That's amazing. What do I do? Is it,
So
is it,
this flower is actually a spell, and it will be my last remaining spell slot. But how long are we going? I don't know if we're going for a short rest or a long rest.
Well, I believe you're making camp for the night.
Yeah. This lasts. It does last. It does last 24 hours.
Mhm.
There it is. Right. You can cast Beast Sense from it,
Oh,
or Speak of Animals from the flower.
oh, thank you.
Oh, we've had
Because
so
I-
much fun with Speak of Animals, haven't we, in the
Yeah.
past?
So once per long rest, I changed my background because the background I had was just too strong. So I can now give gifts. So as I give a gift, I give the Black Lotus. The Black Lotus you can cast. I'm gonna give one. I'm gonna give one gift per long rest. So this is my one for this long rest. And it's basically you can cast Speak of Animals or Beast Sense with it.
Oh, thank you.
And it's a single use spell. It's like a spell score basically.
Oh, thank you very much. This is really kind.
Cool.
I
On the
love
end,
it.
once you've used it, the Black Lotus turns into dust.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm gonna say it's dark. Probably set the horse to pasture. You've probably set your camp up around the wagon that you have with you. Lit a fire. Probably cooking some food that was provided to you on the back of the wagon. Gossel, did you want to do your thing, or are you gonna just go with a regular camp this time?
Well, I reported to them that we can have a bit of a shelter if you like, to save you from getting rained on. I can cast a tiny hut there.
Yeah, any shelter's better than just sitting under the. Well, really, I love sitting under the stars. But, yeah.
How dark is the shelter gonna be inside the shelter? Is there like a campfire or anything to kind of? What's it look like? What's the shelter look like? Just for me, because I've never.
It's invisible from the inside. You can't really see that you're in a shelter, and from the outside, it looks
Okay.
whatever shade you like to.
Okay, so it's a bit like rope trick, right?
Yeah. Except it's ground level and impermeable, so people can bounce off it and can't see it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Do you hear the sound, guys? Sorry.
Yeah, I think James' mic might be a bit close to his mouth.
James
Sorry.
does like to
It
do
was-
Darth
it was-
Vader breathing. We've encountered this before.
Oh,
You
Wait,
don't have to
I
move it
think
that
I am
far
your
away,
father.
James. It's not that bad.
I think we should start calling you Darth.
Nah, I don't.
April, I am your
Darth
mother.
Rodeo.
Darth Rodeo.
Um,
Join me, Padawan. Yes.
Just for people listening as well, I am adjusting sound levels as we go. So this episode might be a little bit patchy. I'm sorry. We are, like I said, I'm getting used to this whole music thing in situ as well. So just
So-
bear with any levels differences.
You'll notice that my character will not go inside the tent, just because the only way I can heal is if I'm in complete darkness.
Yeah,
so I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna say the camp's all based around this wagon, so you can do whatever you fancy, really. No one's.
Yeah, as long as I've got to be in natural elements in complete darkness.
Yeah,
so I will have to
that's fine.
sleep in the natural element.
You could.
So I'll find a tall tree and just hide on top of a tall tree.
Like I said to you in the last episode, it's the summer months in Amion at the moment, so it's perfectly pleasant, clear skies.
It's actually better for me if it's raining, to be honest.
Well,
I hear
unfortunately,
more when it's raining.
Well, unfortunately, at the moment they're in good weather.
Cool.
So basically, yeah. It's got like a
so I can only gain the benefits of the healing of a long rest if I am in nature.
Cool.
Radio is going to draw on the star map on the entry point of the rift. So what constellations and stuff are around there.
The rift.
Where you said there was a beam of light, so he's going to get it where.
Oh no, there was people noticed a disturbance when you arrived here. That disturbance had gone.
Yeah, so he'll do the star map where we found the bodies of young Eve.
When you look into the night sky, it's as you would expect it to be for Amion. It's not. There's nothing unusual about it.
Right. Okay.
Nothing has changed in that respect.
Shiny.
Cool. Well, if there's nothing more, the night passes uneventfully. Obviously, the natural sounds, of the environment, but the night passes uneventfully. When morning comes, what's the intentions? Do you want to head back to Porth Bre?
Just to confirm, did we get a long rest or not?
You can class that as a long rest. Yes. That is your 8 hours.
6 for me, yay. Elves.
Yeah. Elves. You got 4, didn't you, for trancing?
4, sorry, yeah, 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go hunting, and when everyone wakes up, there's gonna be a breakfast ready for them.
So Ava sleeps for 4 hours and then goes trancing for 4 hours.
two Volio's star signs.
Yeah. Get the mixers out.
What are you hunting?
Yeah. I'm gonna go hunt just for just standard stuff like rabbit, other.
Opal is coming with you to help along with the hunt.
Are you able to sleep for 4 hours or anything like that?
Opal actually doesn't need to sleep, I don't think.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, she can come with me if she wants.
Do you want the whole rabbit or just the meat?
So I don't eat.
So what do you
I
want?
don't eat or drink. So I'm just getting the food for the other two. Well, for you because I thought you were a child and I thought it would be nice if we got a present for you. But yeah.
Okay.
I would like some survival checks though if you're going to be tracking animals.
I will a hunter's mark. I will be sense.
Yep.
Because I can cast be sense for free once per long rest because of my gift. So I'll cast my be sense on. Oh no! Ignore me. No, ignore me. Ignore me completely. Completely ignore me.
You are completely ignored.
Yeah.
I
will do a survival check.
Opal is so amazed that Ava is there, and she's such a strange, new creature that she has never seen before. That she completely misses everything, all of the survival checks.
So, we're hunting animals. Because of my ranger, I get to gain advantage on survival checks when hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So, a natural 20, so that's a 31.
I mean, what do you want to look for?
Rabbits,
Yeah.
a few berries, a large deer if my colleague recommends me to get a deer for her.
At the moment, you're in the hollows, and it's like a pantry. You can just pick what you fancy.
So I will pick a deer, 2 rabbits, and just some berries and stuff in case anyone's vegetarian.
Absolutely.
So,
do I lose any arrows from doing that?
I think if you're hunting, you're going to shoot something, and then you can easily recover the arrow back from.
I mean, they're not gonna. The arrows don't break or anything.
No. You could
not within that 20 clearly.
No.
But no, yeah, cool. And then I will carry it because I'm a lot stronger than I look. I will carry it back.
Cool. Well, let's return to camp. Gottel and Rolio, what's going on there?
I stayed up through the night watching, as I normally do. So I only cast the hut so that yon man can have a wee sleep because he's the only one who bothers sleeping.
Yeah.
That's really funny that there's literally three people that don't sleep. But I
I'm
sleep for 4
human
hours.
as well.
But yeah. Oh wait, oh that's lovely.
But you're safe in the tent there, so you're okay.
Well, we still haven't really decided if Gottel needs to like power down for like a long rest to recover HP or anything. Because if you remember, I did say after the scuffle in the tunnels that you need to visit an artificer or something to get your dents polished out. But
it goes on like a sentry mode, if you like, for 4 hours.
yeah,
So it's like, you know, when you've
It's
got
basically
a
trance.
robot
It's trance.
vacuum
It's
cleaner
trance.
that sort of goes off into the corner and charges up.
It's basically trance.
Yeah,
it's basically a trance. Yeah, but let's
It's just trance, but he's not Fey. It's trance, but he's not Fey. That's literally what it is.
let's just make sure as well, because it gets a bit chaotic for podcasts. If one person's talking, hang on for a second, let the other person take over. Because it just get a bit chaotic otherwise.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, we're learning. So cool. All right. So you return. So Ava and I wanted to call you Baina, but it's not Baina. It's Opal. Return to camp with your veritable feast. And Ava, you already stated you don't eat.
I'll speak to Opal and say, you want in here? Do you cook meat or do you eat it raw?
You see, no, just leave the deer, and you see Opal just puts her teeth into the deer and
You strong enough for deer, or do you want me to put on floor?
put it on the floor or give it to me. I am strong
She
enough.
just-
Let me see. I think I am strong enough to get it. Yep, I am very strong. So you just give me the deer.
Are you
And I
saying the
just-
deer is not dead?
The deer is dead. The deer
Oh,
is dead.
okay, okay.
So now, like, if I am strong enough to hold it, but I am, and I just
yes,
put
yeah.
my teeth into the fresh flesh, and you can see her sucking all the blood out of the deer. And when she finishes, she throws down the carcass, and she's like, "Ah, that was nice. Now you can cook it for the others."
Well, it's
This
it's
how you
literally just
eat?
rodeo.
This how you eat in this one? You suck blood.
Yeah. Yes, this is
You
how
have
I.
very sharp teeth. Me like. You want me to sharp more for you? I have knives to sharpen teeth.
No, they're sharp enough. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. I don't do that for you. As she goes and cooks a whole deer for the other two people, not knowing that robots don't eat food.
So cooking an entire deer. It's now 2 days in camp.
Oh,
Unless,
like we have enough food forever.
because if you're gonna like do it like a hog roast, then yeah, you're talking like that's gonna
Well,
be.
I mean, no. I mean, if they wake up and say, "Oh, we don't need to eat," I will just cook one rabbit for
You could-
rodeo.
We could say part of your downtime is you've been hunting, you returned, and you've processed the deer. So you've got the meat, and then you can cook individual pieces of it when needed.
I give it all to rodeo.
Of course, now Rolio, being a man of the sea, would know that he has to crack out his. I'm hoping he's got some salt rations or something to salt the meat.
No. I've
Oh,
got
well.
rations. And we got
If
food when
would
we
you
were
class? Would you sorry rodeo.
Go on.
there.
Would
And we
you
picked up-
class create food and water? Would you class that as be able to create some salt?
Yes, I would say absolutely. You could create some salt and use that to salt the meat to protect it, basically.
Cool.
You got the wagon,
that's
and
my,
it's probably got casks on board. I'm sure by now Gottel's probably drained the cask that had Binnis in it, so you could put the meat in there and cover it in salt.
Cool. So I gave last rest. I gave Opal a lotus. This time I'm going to give Rolio a white lotus with the spell, because I can basically give any spell that I can cast into this gift. So I'm going to put this gift, and this gift is for this long rest. So I can't do it till another long rest now. Create food and water. So he can now cast create food and water for free. Once per long rest.
Nice. There you go.
Within the next 24 hours.
This is a lot of food for one person. says in Celestial.
It's for you for many weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
You're definitely going to be filling up Doodle's pantry.
Yeah.
And she says, good human, and pats him on the head.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna start salting the food and putting it away in the caskets.
Cool. Got all any plans? What do you want to do? Do you want to start heading out, or
What, while they start cooking and just leave them to it, you mean?
you could leave them cooking? It seems it's definitely turned into campfire cooking with Ava,
Well,
Opal, and Rolio.
I guess I'll get the old panel hammer out and try and knock some of the biggest dents out, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. What should we call that? Someone's got a very crackly connection somewhere, and I don't know what it is.
I think it's me, mate.
Is it you? Is it you?
Mm.
All right, mate. That's fine. I'm just hearing analog crackling. Yeah, let's call it a sleight of hand check, because I think that's probably the most accurate description. Have you got tools for like artificer's tools or something?
I mean, no, I don't think so. But, you know, anything will do to knock dents out. You know,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
end of me rapier, little pommel on the back there, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Don't need posh tools, I don't think.
Well, I was going to say if you had the posh tools, then I'll give you advantage. But if you don't, then just a straight up sleight of hand.
No, I've got proficiency in it, but a 12.
Yeah, it's not the best job, but it's certainly looking better than what it did. You've definitely knocked a lot of the worst of it out.
Yeah, right. And inexplicably, I'll start playing the bagpipes just for fun. Although you don't know where the wind's coming from.
Brilliant. All right. Shall we
Oh yeah,
assume?
because you're literally a warforged. Does make sense.
Well, he could be sucking air in from one end and blowing it out the other. You don't know. He could have a whole bellows system in there doing something.
It's a mystery, but it's working, so that's all right.
And so we hear going
Oh
off.
dear.
Cool. I am going to
Almost
say, I'm going to assume that eventually you break camp and you start heading out. Is the intention to head towards Porth Bre, or you've got somewhere else you want to go?
I think it is cool because we got
Got an appointment with a dragon.
James, you've done something to make your microphone very quiet now. I'm not playing your sound levels anymore. I was fairly happy where they were.
2 seconds.
That's fine. Well, while you mess with that, yeah, you start heading back, and perhaps it's a half a day, and you notice two figures. Now, Ava, you won't recognise these people, but the rest will. It's two elves from the Jade Academy. It's Elitharan and Bivaris, dressed obviously in their robes of the academy, and they see you. They're looking for you, effectively. Sorry, I really need to sneeze. Give me 2 seconds.
Bless you.
Thank you very much. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
No.
Good. They sort of see you on the road and they stop as you're approaching with the wagon, and I presume you stop to greet them as they sort of hold their hands up in greetings. And Elitharan, that was the male of the two, will say to you all, good day. How did you get on with the task set to you all?
Hello, me.
Can I, just
Yeah.
before you go into it, James, sorry, 2 seconds. Ava, where are you on the wagon?
I'll be at the back with my favourite new Opal.
Cool. So I'm going to say you two are like sat on the back, legs dangling over the back,
Yeah.
watching the world go by.
We connected through hunting.
That's fine. Absolutely lovely. We'll put Rolio and Gossel then at the front, sort of guiding the horse. I like imagine like that old western kind of wagon where it's a great big wooden wagon, but with a sort of a tent thing over the top. So he's addressing Gottel and Rolio. So sorry, yes, Rolio, go on. What were you saying?
Hello, mate. We found them. Your missing colleagues. Unfortunately, they're all dead. Yeah.
Oh,
We did find a young girl. She doesn't speak a word of common, but I can communicate with her. So does Opal.
a young girl.
Yes. So I think it's best we talk to her and get some more information out of her. She doesn't seem to remember much at the moment. But
Interesting.
She doesn't react well to strangers. So I think it's best if we can do our own investigation first. We can report back to you in a couple of days.
So for Ava and Opal, you can hear this conversation. Opal, did you want to maybe just try and comfort Ava for a moment, or I don't know how you guys are reacting on the back of the wagon.
So, are they?
What?
Sorry, are they speaking Common or Elvish?
They're speaking common.
Okay, so I don't understand how they're talking about. Do I recognise their accent as a sort of Elvish twang or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I
yeah,
just
okay.
explained to you. I just say to Ava, we know them. We have spoken to them before, and we will fill you in as soon as we see what they want from us. Because
Okay.
I don't want to make her feel worried that they are looking for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you like your flower?
It's really nice.
We
She pats her head.
we swap back to the front of the wagon. You found a young girl, you said.
Yeah, she seems to be the only survivor of what's happened.
And is she with you now?
Yeah, but she's very nervous disposition.
Okay.
It wouldn't be wise.
Well,
Yeah.
we have not come here to concern ourselves with young girls that you may have picked up on the road. But you may remember you came to us as a group about the Cambion children.
Yeah, we met one a few weeks back.
Yes, well, we actually now have in our... I'm going to say possession. It's not the word I'm looking for, but I'm going to say in our possession, the two younger of the group, the 7 and the 10-year-old. We came out here looking for you because we thought you might be on the road, and it's actually not too far away from here. They are interested in learning more about our society and becoming active members of the civil society. But they've told us their elder siblings have got desires to try and leave, and they are held up in a farmstead not too far away from here, an old farmstead. We were wondering if perhaps we could turn you around to go and try and encourage them to come back.
The last time we met one of them, she was out for blood. Quite aggressively, isn't it?
You will have to use your best skills to try and convince them, because their younger siblings are absolutely interested in joining society, and I think the older ones could probably be brought around too, but it's going to require a bit of diplomacy, I think.
We can certainly try, but last time she literally was aiming for our throats.
Did I give... Does anyone remember when you met Bivaris? Was that a Welsh accent, or was she just a softer
I don't
spoken?
remember.
I can't remember either. I should have gone back and listened to it. Well, Bivaris will speak up, and she says she was quite a fair-looking elf. You know, she sort of says, "Yes, maybe you could do whatever you can to encourage them. Please, try not to fight with them. We don't want these people to be hurt, whether they are part of this world or not. They are here. They were born to it, and we must do what we can to help them."
We can certainly try. No. I'm going to give them a casket of meat.
Oh, that's very kind of you, thank you. And Bavaris, oh yes, very nice. Godswy, Bavaris looks at you. Is it Bavaris? Oh, Elitharin looks at you. You can see you're a bit dinged up. And obviously you've made your own attempts at repair. He says, would you allow me to at least try and restore this magically for you?
I mean, you could give it a go. I do think I've lost some of my aerodynamics.
No problem. He places his hands on your bodywork. I'm going to roll for this.
Ooh, kinky.
As you say that, he looks at you. He's like, "Don't take this the wrong way, please."
I'm sorry, it's been a long time.
Oh, I thought you meant kinky, as in it was going to make kinky sounds.
No, always go for the lowest part of the joke.
It's alright, you don't know the language well.
He touches the metal frame and he starts to cast something in it. You feel better in yourself. I'm going to grant you plus 5 temporary hit points. It doesn't work out all the kit. I didn't roll high enough. It kind of like it smooths out the work that you've done, but you still need an artificer to put it right. However, like I say, it will grant you 5 plus 5 temporary hit points.
Thank you kindly, that's a lot better. I mean, it's probably better than I've felt in 500 years. Oh, yes.
You are most welcome. Now, would you... we haven't told you where you need to go to find where this farmstead is. I believe you went to Magister's Keep farm.
We did.
Yes.
So...
Is it where Opa laid the farmer?
Are you saying that out loud as open?
No. Bena is asking to the DM.
That is where you... No, actually, no. That was closer to Oro Farm.
Because while he's saying things like that, Opal is trying to listen and see what's happening.
That's
and
fine.
when he says about the farmstead, she kind of sweats a little bit, like, "Oh God, I hope we're not going back there."
No. So, he says the farmhouse, the farmstead is very old, very dilapidated. It's not actually on any modern map. It's off the trail to the east, just south of the junction to Magister's Farm. There's no signpost. You will have to keep your eyes open for an old, disused trackway. But now you know what to look for, and you know where Magister's Keep is. You can just keep your eyes peeled. We will have to turn you around to go back that way. But if you could have a look at us. Go on.
Can I know I can't speak common, but me being my character, she would want to always learn more.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and listen? I'm going to while she's at the back, I'm listening carefully to what they're saying, trying to pick up certain words.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to learn common to make it easier for everyone.
Yeah.
So is that okay?
That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll put it this way. So much the same as part of the downtime of a long rest is you can read and do stuff to practice a skill.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll call that. You listen into what everyone's saying intently, and we'll every time we do a long rest, you can roll a d20, and if you roll above a 10, then we'll call that a step towards learning common, and we'll do it as a skill challenge. So 3 successes, and we'll say that yes, you've got a good enough grasp.
So over 3 long rests, I'll be getting there. Then
yeah. So if you pass 3 long rests over a 10, then yeah, you're well on your way to learning common, and you can at least converse. Let's call it broken English, and then if you want to progress it further, then we can do another 3 skill checks on top.
It's just, I'll be honest with you, not speaking common is going to be an absolute nightmare sometimes.
Oh yeah. Because
if everyone's speaking common, I'm just not going to understand anything, so I'm just going to be talking to myself.
Well, they don't always. I mean, like I said, when these guys went to Orofarm, there was a lot of Elvish being spoken and stuff. It's a melt, like Porth Bre is a melting pot. There's so many different peoples there that you might pick up on stuff.
Cool. Brilliant.
So there's all sorts of people knocking about, but right now they're speaking in common.
I'll be listening intently into the
Absolutely, that's fine. Yeah, so they've given you the directions, and they'll sort of. Is there anything you need to aid you in this endeavour?
I don't believe so. Stacked up quite well on food. Quite well.
Rolio, have we got time? How long is this dragon thing off?
3.5 days.
I think you'll
Have we
probably be
got-
down to about 2 days by now. 2,
Have we got
maybe a day
time
and a
for
half.
Maybe we don't have time for this actually. How far is it? It was a day and a half to get to.
I mean, you're talking about this quite openly, right? And Elitharan will say, you are speaking of... I should have checked if I gave him a name. I don't know if I did. The Green Dragon coming. Yes, we are all fully aware that there is a Green Dragon on the way to Porth Bre. He's not arrived yet. And he's probably about a day and a half or so out. But I think someone mentioned he had business with you. I don't
Yes,
think that if you're not there, we can certainly report to him that you are out on business and you will return shortly. I don't think he's going to rush off.
Can I roll? Oh no, I don't know. I'm not even. I can't even fucking tell what they're saying. Ignore me.
It's quite a sensitive meeting now.
But I don't...
That's what I'm saying, you see. I don't know whether we have the time. Have you got any way of, shortening the journey time?
I'm afraid...
Air fresheners. And some donkey.
And the donkeys.
He looks at you... he hears your voice and he sort of peers around the side of the wagon. He doesn't come around. He's like, air fresheners? I have never heard of these things.
Some friends of mine, somewhere else, they have some donkeys and they put an air freshener in their bum and they fly.
I'm afraid I have never heard of this
It's very
air
genius.
freshener. I'm sure it is. But unfortunately, no. Travel time is travel time. Unless you have the means to fly there, then...
Ava.
From here, it is not too far. It is only a couple of hours up the road by horse and cart. You would only be gone for at least another day, depending
It's
on
only
how
gonna
it
be-
goes.
Ava.
If it's only going to be a day, then yeah, we'll go.
Ava, phone home.
No, I'm doing the thing from Wally where it's like Ava or Eva.
I know you are.
I'm saying to them, excuse our friend, she doesn't speak the language. This
Well,
is
they haven't
Ava.
seen you. They're around the front. You're around the back.
Oh, I thought they picked the
Thought they
hair.
came
No.
back-
They didn't. No. They're stood at the front. And he sort of like leant around. Not that we can see you, but he sort of leant around.
Sorry.
Just
Okay.
to call backwards a bit or hear backwards
That's
a bit.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I did not go Ava.
Yeah, no, they haven't seen you.
Yeah.
All right,
I
it's
think we
just
can
a
get
couple of
there.
hours. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it.
Excellent, thank you. Well, we will return to Porth Bre. We'll see you at some point when you return. And by the way, Gottel, we spoke with the professor at the academy, and they have agreed that some kind of a license as city mercenaries, in collaboration with the Watch and for your aid, is absolutely on the cards. Perhaps if you can aid us in this endeavour of bringing these slightly older children back, it would go a long way in convincing the faculty that You are worthy of this.
Right, well, that
Sorry, I'm just
seems a
writing notes.
reasonable sort of accommodation there.
It would go a long way in helping us, or them, do that for you, and it would also cement your reputation as trustworthy folk.
Do you know the names of the company children?
Of the who?
The children, the 5 children.
No, I never gave them any names.
No, okay.
Nope, no names. You're gonna make me fucking come up with names, though, aren't you? You bastard. Where's my book of names? There it is.
Big, large, and small. 18, 17, 15.
Let me
Yeah,
get.
that's a good name.
Where's the name? Where's the names section? And then when we get there, if you really want to ask them some names, I've got the thing there. All right.
Aaron.
Right.
The name book is open. We can do some names.
Aaron, Alia, Melissa.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tables. So we'll roll it on a d10, and you'll pick a table for each one, and then that will become their names. Okay, right.
Get going.
Let's turn the wagon around. We're heading in this direction. I think you've all got a fairly high passive perception. I think no one's below like 15 or 12,
Yeah.
14.
14.
16.
Yeah.
Well, mine's ridiculous. Mine's ridiculously high.
I mean, you're all actively
Big
looking for this disused track, which is overgrown massively. Like bushes have grown up around it. You're actively looking for it, but just your passives alone are enough to go
What is the passive? How much do you want from the passive?
like a 15 would be
Oh, no.
enough.
I don't. I'm too looking around.
So Opal and Gottle, you're kind of like, but I mean, okay, you two can make an active roll then. Make an active perception roll.
I don't even know what I'm looking for because no one's told me what it means. Well, no one's translated it to me.
No,
Okay,
no,
so-
I explained to you. While it was the conversation, I was explaining to you, and I was trying not to make you worry. So I was leaving out the conversation about you and you're new and like
Okay.
when we were informing them. But everything else, I was kind of explaining to you what's happening.
What is farm, Opal?
It is a house, a big house that you put animals and plants, and then you can eat them. Perception is 12.
We don't have farms.
Your
where I
perception was 12, was it? Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mine was 6.
Rodeo's your passive was good enough anyway, so you're fine.
Oh, I mean, I now know, and my passive is 25.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. You make your way basically down this. I mean, you're gonna have to like maybe get swords out and break down bushes a bit to get the cart through. If you're taking the cart all along the old trackway, and the horse plods along, and you get your way through. It's a real bumpy kind of ride. But with the details of its rough location, you discover this old, worn-out trackway. It's very obvious that no one's been down here for like quite a long time. And after like an hour, this road brings you to what appears to be this old farmstead. And everyone can sense like this foreboding feeling from this place. It's daytime at the moment, so you're okay. It's probably like let's call it going on for the middle of the day. Go on.
Sorry to interrupt. While
No,
we're
that's fine.
arriving there, Opal is informing Ava that we want them alive. They ask us, they are children, even though I just give a background about them that they are succubus. Was it succubus, wasn't it?
Now these are Cambion children. They're the offspring of
Cambion.
Succubus and
Yeah, it's and humans.
immortal,
So
yeah.
what they are, and that we're trying to rehabilitate them back to the society. So we will, even if they try to attack, we will try to keep them alive and give them a chance of living like normal people.
lovely. So yeah,
Ava understand.
you
And she's gonna chop at the end of the tips of her arrows off just to blunt them.
Okay.
You arrive basically into this large grassy area that shows signs of like broken down farming equipment surrounded by a large grassy hedge topped with trees. An old but large dilapidated house sits abandoned and some outbuildings populate the grounds. As you enter what was likely a large drive area at some point to the farmstead, like I said, you feel quite an uneasy presence here. The eldest that you all recognise, apart from Ava, comes forward from one of these outbuildings. This is the one that attacked you in the alleyway, and she says, "So, what do you want? Can't you just leave us be?" And that's when she sort of looks up and recognises you guys. "You killed our mum. Don't you think you've done enough? Just fuck off. Leave us alone."
Look, we've been sent here by the Emerald people.
Emerald people? Look, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? Look, we know we don't fit in here, alright? Just... we can't do anything about it either.
Wait. We are here to help. We have been asked if you would like to go back, and there will be help for you to go back to society and live like without any fear. Your brothers and sisters are already under the help of the people that they want to.
Go back where, though? Brothers and sisters? No, the younger brothers, they've been taken already by...
No.
They've gone.
I know. No, they haven't been gone. They are alright, and they are cared very well, and that's why we came here to ask you if you would like to come back, and there will be help for you to go back to society and live normally, so you don't need to run and hide. And I understand how you feel, because I don't belong to society either, and it is very difficult to be different. And if I had somebody to help me, I would have done it. So there is help, and we are here to provide that. And we did not have any choice for your mom. She attacked us, so we had to defend ourselves.
Ava wants to look at Opal and nod to say, "This one."
What do you mean?
Is this the child?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna scream. I'm not gonna scream. I'm gonna mutter in my voice, "Ashta Malor," which casts Hunter's Mark. So I cast Hunter's Mark on the child, but only I can see the mark. So.
Right. Okay. So the way we're going to resolve this is, I've already rolled a perception. Not perception. The name of that thing that they can do to insight. That's the one I'm looking for, to see if she believes what Opal is saying. Yes, she's bought into the idea. Opal, persuasion, please, to tell us how persuasive you're being.
Natural 20.
And that's right. She doesn't disbelieve you, and your persuasion about this whole idea that they can return to society is starting to really appeal. Ava has put, I believe you said you put the Hunter's Mark.
Hunters of the Mark.
Hunters of the Mark on her. She doesn't notice that, of course. But you can track her, as you know.
So in my eyes, she glows like a radiant green color, but for everyone else, she just looks normal.
Yeah. Because of Opal's persuasiveness, she sort of stamps the ground a little bit, like, scuffs her foot across the ground a little bit, and a bit of dust flies up. All right. And she looks back. There were 6 of them, I said. 2 of them. So she's one. She looks back towards this old outbuilding. There's 3 of them in there. Let's say they are 1 more female and 2 males. Yes, that works. Between the ages of sort of like 15 and 18, I think it was roughly. So, there's 4 of them, there's 4 of you. James, roll me a D... 2, 4, 6, 8. A D10, please.
4.
4. Roll me a D20, please.
Sorry, bear, I've just got to mute.
19.
She calls back, Dove!
Dove.
Dove. I need to write this down because I will forget if I do well.
Oh,
Guys,
these are
I've
the
just-
names.
I'm gonna have to go. My son is not feeling so well, and I'm gonna have to go because I'm the only parent in the house.
Okie dokie, no problem at all.
Buddy, I'm on my way. Okay, just bear with. Just
Ava
2
will be
seconds.
plodding along with everyone else, but you carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've marked. If anything happens, if they get lost, she'll just tell them where they are because
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I gotta go. Sorry.
No,
my
no,
son.
no, 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 no.
That's
Carry on,
okay.
carry on, carry on. YouTube, I'll adjust cameras in a minute, but I'm gonna Cambion female. I wish I had this. What? Have I got a different pen knocking about somewhere? No, I don't. This one's gonna have to do for now. Where's all my pens gone? So Cambion female, Dove, Corbs, Gottle. Would you like to roll a D10, please?
I have a 6.
2, 4, 6. And then roll a D20, please.
It's another 6. It's a miracle.
Double 6. And she goes, Hillbeck, come out here. We're going to call that a male. Hillbeck. Opal, would you like to roll a D10, please?
Yep. 7.
2, 4, 6. And roll me a D20, please.
13.
Croc. So this is probably going to be a male. Lovely. And I'll roll the final one, I suppose. No,
I say Buck or Brock.
it's Croc. C-R-O-C-K. I rolled on table 1. And 14 puts it. Oh, okay. So we've got 1 female and 3 males. Because this one's called Elliot. If you can just bear with me 2 seconds, I just want to find. I know I've got a pen here somewhere that's not a Sharpie that I can actually write properly with.
Elliot could be a girl's name. A female doctor in scrubs.
Possibly. Oh yes, that's true. Actually, yeah. All right, we'll call that one a female. Let me just. I'm going to take my headphones off for 2 seconds. Oh, actually, there we are. I don't need to do that because the pen's right there.
Ouch.
God.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Which one of these is a normal pen? Are you a normal pen? You're not a normal pen. That's a normal looking pen. Yes, it is a normal looking pen. Perfect, right. So, female. I will obviously write this down properly, but it's just for now in case I have to refer back to them. So that's the 4 of them. So the female that you're addressing is called Elliot. That's the main one that you've been dealing with in the alleyway and now. And then you've got Dove, Hillbeck and Croc who have come out of hiding from this barn. So, yes, they all come out and they're willing to listen. In fact, I
So
might
would you like
go
to,
back
if you come with us, then we can take you to back to your rest of your brothers and sisters, the little ones, and then the people who will take over, then they will help you and put you to safety.
Where are they at the minute?
Do we know? Did he tell us where are they? I don't remember.
Yeah, they're at the Jade Academy.
The Jade
Your
Academy.
siblings are...
Yeah, we know Jade Academy. 'Cause we that's where we've grown up in Porth Bre, but obviously in secret. And
Well, they're willing to teach you their ways. Take you in.
Just our mum always told us that we couldn't trust anyone else, and so this is all a bit new and a bit worrying to us.
Hey, Mike, what do we know about this academy? Is it possible that they actually want to experiment on them,
No. They told you back in like episode 3
Yeah,
that I mean, you went there with a concern that there was these children wandering around. You had no information
yes,
about them other than their rough ages, right? And so they said, we'll keep an eye out for them and we'll try and help them. And from what you just learnt on the road was that from Eletharin and Bivaris was that they've got the 2 youngest ones already. They've asked them the questions about what's going on, where have the others gone, and all that sort of stuff. They've told them quite clearly that we've been staying in this farmstead. We wanted to come back, and the others are staying there. You've convinced them
right.
that this is a good thing, and they're
So
kind
it is
of
safe for them. It is safe, like what we got, like Opal's.
as far as you know, it's
Because
safe.
Opal, yeah. So because Opal, she's different. She is concerned that these people might not want. Like they say, they want to help them, but because they're different children, they might want to experiment on them, or you know what I mean. Just
They got no interest in it. Well, from what you know, they got no interest in experimenting.
okay, that's fine then.
And
So
these-
yeah, this.
Yeah, and these 4 of them are just like, well, I suppose this is Elliot, the female who attacked you, and is. I suppose we could just, But look at us. We're so different, and they are. I mean, they are all very like red skin. They do have like not because they're kids. They're not like fully grown adults. They got wings, but they're not like fully developed and stuff like that, like Cambions do. They're not like fully Cambions, but they are.
Yeah.
There's tieflings in this world, isn't there?
Sorry, what was that?
There are tieflings in this world. Isn't
There are tieflings, yeah, and this is the thing. This is why the academies, like, they could be introduced, rehabilitated, that sort of thing.
there? Okay, so I'll talk to Ellie again. I was like, we've got different people, different races, different everything. We've even got vampires as guards in Porth Bre. You're powerful. You can get better. Let them teach you. Be with your family again.
I mean,
Get stronger.
look at us. We're all different. None of us are the same, are we now? But don't be afraid of being different. It's a good thing.
I guess it's just, people look at us and probably think that we're evil, and if they knew who our mum was and all that kind of thing, then they'd probably try and kill us or something, I suppose.
But this is why these people want to help you to take over and help you to be safe and grow up and provide you with the means you need to survive in this society, and you will be protected. You are not by yourself until you become, adults, and you have your own. You are able to take care of yourselves.
Well, look, you've already convinced them anyway. They're quite happy to do that. They're quite happy to go back to Porth Bre. Are you going to take us, or should we maybe just go and... I don't know if
you
it's a
can
good
jump in the
idea.
cart.
Should we hand ourselves in?
No,
No,
we'll
no,
take it.
you can come with us.
You can ride in the cart if you want, and nobody will see you going in, and you can just be relaxed and nice and steady and have a rest.
All right. That sounds like a good idea. And then Hillback, one of the male ones, he says, Did any of you sense anything from that there farmstead? That house? While we've been staying in the outbuilding, it's something about this place.
What do you mean?
It's like it's
I've got
haunted
it
or something.
equipped. I've got it equipped. Can I cast Detect Good and Evil, please?
You can. Let me just check the parameters of that spell, though.
What do you detect?
Oh, it's not Detect. Ignore me. It's not Detect I've got. It's Protection I've got. No mind.
Protection, not detect. Okay,
Yeah, sorry. Misread that.
that's all right.
I can detect poison and disease. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can sense something, but we're not quite sure.
There's an uneasy feeling around here, isn't there?
Hmm.
We noticed at night it gets really funny in there.
What do you mean by
What do you mean?
Crying, wailing.
I hate ghosts. Mm. I'm going to cast my Find Familiar as a wild shape. Get my little Sharky boy out and send him in.
Yeah, if you want to.
Um,
Do you see
I'm
through his
sorry.
eyes?
I can do. I'm going to take a seat inside the carriage there. Just getting this that sheet back up.
So if he goes in, is he like subject to like wisdom saves and stuff like that?
I would imagine so. Hold on.
It depends. He's not a physical entity, is he? He's like a spiritual entity.
Yeah, it's a familiar. So
Well, he can make a DC 15 wisdom save.
that's a 17. That dice is crap, but yeah, 17.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be affected by anything in here.
Okay.
What you see through his eyes, it's barren in here. It's like it's like a hallway that goes from this front door to a back door. There's rooms coming off it, and there's a stairway off to the right hand side. It's pretty bare, rotting old walls. They're crumbling. Holes in the ceiling to the floor above. There's daylight coming through parts of it from the roof. So there's several rooms off this entrance hallway, and they all seem much the same. Just crumbled and worn out.
Take a walk around and see, like, nudge the doors open.
There's not really any doors. It's just open. The whole ground floor you can see very clearly. It's just bits of the ceiling have fallen in, and whatever was in the room above has come through with it, and yeah, it's pretty knackered.
So can you go upstairs?
Does he have a physical weight? Like I say, is it spiritual or is it a physical being?
5 million is just. I think it's spiritual, isn't it?
Without looking up the wording, I don't know.
I'll jump on it.
Let's have a quick
Between
look.
2 different apps.
Find familiar. 5.
This is why I can't DM.
You gain the service familiar. A spirit.
Spirit.
So it won't have any weight. Yeah, he can go up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, everything to the left-hand side is completely like the roof is caved in. You can't go in there.
Okay.
But there's a room to the right which is open. You can go in, and it's like the old remnants of a bed, completely rotten and broken down. Some wardrobes and chest of drawers, that sort of thing. And you hear through the familiar. You hear through the familiar?
Yes.
You hear this mournful cry, like this disembodied voice, female voice. And then it just screams from somewhere. Get out!
So my little
You're
shark
familiar.
guy has
Go on.
he has mimicry, so he can mimic the sound he hears, and then shouts it back at
Well, your shot guy, what's his HP?
you. 2 points.
Yeah, before you know it, that connection's severed.
Um,
Would we have heard it outside as well? Scream?
You would heard, yeah. I think outside you would have definitely heard something, and it would have been truly terrifying.
Mike, if we all hear that, and by the information the children are giving, Opal has Hunter's Bane from the Blood Hunter. So I've got advantage on Wisdom survival checks to track Fae, Fiends, or Undead, and I've got advantage on Intelligence ability checks to recall information about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll the survival first. 19 is on the survival.
Yeah, right, okay.
And for intelligence check, so is intelligence probably going to be history, isn't it? Yeah, it will be history to recall information.
James, you're giving us a buzz again, mate. Boehner's microphone is like really behaving itself tonight, and then you're there crackling away in the background.
So
Yeah, I need to get my new one working again. See what's going on.
on history check, I have 18.
So what is it you were trying to find out? Sorry.
So first of all, with my survival check, I want to track if I can track what it is, if it is fiend,
Yep.
Fae, or undead, so I can understand what it is. And then with my intelligence check, it's like a history check to see what I know about this creature. Like not the particular person who is there, but if for example it's a Banshee, you know what I mean?
Let's put it this
Like,
way.
I know
You're getting the vibes this place is haunted and it's a ghost.
it's a ghost. And any information on what type of ghost? Is it like a lich? Is it like a... Do you see what I'm saying? What kind of creature?
If anything, it's mostly kind of like a poltergeist.
Okay.
Without going in there and seeing it for yourself, you don't know. But
That's fine, but I do get some information. It's through the Hunter's Bane.
yeah, but these children are kind of like, oh, we've heard terrible things at night, and we didn't really want to stay here much longer. We wanted to move on again. But you just happened to find us. But there's terrible things. Oh, the noise.
Yeah, there is an entity in there. Probably it's a ghost, and it's like a poltergeist, probably. So I just give the information to the rest of the team. So I don't know if we want to release it from its pain or just leave it. I don't know what the rest of the team prefers.
Well, look, ask the children. Has it hurt you or anything like that?
No, we didn't dare go in there.
Fair enough. Don't blame me at all. I think we just leave it be. It's not hurt anyone yet.
What does
We'll
Gold
get a
think?
report back.
I know it's not hurting. It's just if we want to release this creature from its pain.
What does Gold think on the situation?
Well, I don't know that it is in pain. We just know it's a bit screechy and a bit horrible. So, I guess I don't mind going to release it, but I best, maybe do that in the daytime. If it comes out at night, there might be some clues as to what it is. Have you children, have you seen it come out or do anything at all, or has it just been noisy?
Loads and loads of noise, but we haven't seen anything. This is still Hillbeck talking. We haven't seen anything, but that's when Croc will jump in, the other male champion. Yeah, we ain't seen nothing, but we heard in town when we were still there that was like some missing children or something. Well, there's been children's like teddy bears and stuff we've noticed knocking about here and there, and they're kind of like they don't match the age of the place. We ain't seen no children though, so maybe they've got away or something. Don't know, but
The bed I saw, was it a kid's bed?
no, it was
No.
double like adult size bed.
Right, okay.
These toys that you spotted, are they around the place, outside, or you know?
Yeah, he points off, and if you jump off the wagon and have a look around, yeah, there's like a teddy bear. It's clearly been out exposed to the elements for a couple of months, and probably like in the spring when it was a bit wetter and stuff like that. And there's, you know, a wooden toy here and another bear there and that sort of thing, you know.
There's quite a few of these traps, you know.
Quite a bit of it.
Could be something that's, you know, not all that savoury.
Yeah.
No. Looks like we're gonna have to get rid of this.
Yeah. Because if it is harming children, we cannot leave it here.
So we're gonna have to do some ghost busting.
Have we got
Yep.
any means to banish a ghost?
Fire.
Just burn the house down around us, I mean.
Hmm.
Will that banish a ghost? Will it do it?
I
I mean, are we
don't
sure
know.
there are no children in there?
We need to check. Yeah.
I didn't see any children in the shark form though.
Did you see any? Oh, what do you call the things underneath the ground?
The cellar?
Yeah. Did you see any cellar?
No. Mm.
It's at this point the other female that called Dove is like, guys, can we maybe just look, I've been really nervous the whole time we've been here, and I've been looking forward to going. Do you want to take us back to Porth Bre and then take us to the Jade Academy, and I'm sure they'll be okay with us, and then you can investigate this.
What we could do is hand it over to the city watch if we get these kids back, get that bit sorted. Got the dragon.
Yeah, maybe we can do that too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to.
Right. This cart track that we came along, this half thing, let's put a no entry sign and danger at it.
That's a good idea. We'll do that. I'm gonna jump on. Radio's actually like a little bit not showing it, but he's a bit scared. So he jumps on the horse and starts hushing everyone to get on.
You get the impression as well. This Elliot, the female who you fought in the alleyway, she's also a bit of a rebel in the whole thing. She's like, whatever, just, you know, come on. What are we doing? Are we going? Are we staying? Make your minds up. Come on. I thought you were better than this.
Okay,
we're
if
going.
everybody wants to go, then Opal follows.
On the go. On the road again.
Cool. Towards Porth Bre?
Yes.
That's good. Yes, day turns to night. Are you, because, you know, this was like middle of the day when you arrived here, you've done a bit of investigation, a bit of chatting. Are you stopping over some of a tea, or are you literally going to ride through the night and people can sleep on the wagon and maybe just take it in turns driving?
We could do that. We can get Guttle to look after the range for a few hours.
Yeah, I can do 4 hours on the reins and 4 hours off it.
I can help too.
Cool. Well, in shifts, you drive the wagon through the night, and like I say, it's only about a day out. You arrive back in Porth Bre in the early morning. The sun's just peeping up. There's a bit of a sea mist. You're starting to get the impression that the weather's perhaps on the turn. It's cooler. So you've got that sea mist rolling in over the city. You make your way up through the forested side into the top end of the hill where the government building is, the old keep. And you are back in Porth Bre. People are, it's quite an empty street environment. There aren't that many people about at the moment.
Head straight to the Jade Academy. I think.
Yeah, so you head to the academy building, and it's kind of like that large cathedral type building I think we mentioned before, with a huge tower and then a longer sort of building around it. It's multiple floors and all sorts going on. And you went into the main foyer bit, sorry, I got a really bad itch on my back. I'm trying to get to it, but everything's in my way. Everything's in my way. There we go. I've got to it. You go into the main foyer, and there's kind of like a night receptionist rather than the main person who would be there. So let's get a name for this person going on. This is
Dave.
No, it is not Dave. This is
Steve.
a lovely little female gnome. A little bit older. She's got like spectacles on the end of her nose, curly, shortish grey hair, like a bit of a pixie cut sort of thing, Lovely little cardigan, and a little dress. She's got a little mug of cocoa. She's been here all night, watching the students come and go and that sort of thing. She's called. Hello, dears. Can I help? Are you students?
No, we're not students. We've come to.
You're not students. Okay. My name is Welby. Welby Petal. How can I help you?
We got these Cambrian children.
Cambrian children? Oh, they don't sound too good.
They're fine. They're absolutely lovely.
Oh, I'm glad.
And
We are looking for what is the name? The two names?
What names are you looking for?
We're looking for two elves.
Two elves?
Yes.
Oh, we have lots of elves around here.
I don't remember the names.
Oh, I'm sure the man in charge of this game has said the name several times this evening.
He did.
And in the last episode, too.
Yeah.
That's right, you see, I step out of existence and I exist in a multiplanar fashion. And I get to hear all of the comings and goings of people in this town.
Yeah, you do.
If only they just created an NPC channel.
Bellamy.
I know, wouldn't that have been fantastic? But we didn't.
Is it Bellamy and Alacrone?
Never heard of them.
No?
I mean, maybe there's some students here, but I don't think they're the couple of elves you're looking for.
Eladrin was one of them, I think.
Eladrin, no, I'm afraid not. I think that's the overall name given to elves of the Fae.
Is it really? Well, it's definitely one of them. Berentor, no. Beren, no. Bob.
Let me just. Oh,
Just a little bit of divination.
I'm going to do something a little bit naughty now. Don't tell anyone I'm doing this. I'm going to use a little bit of magic to see if I can work out what you're talking about. Is that all right?
Yes,
we'll
just
look over
read
that
my
way.
mind.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Honestly. Oh, that's a. Oh. I think you're looking for Elefaren and Bivaris.
Yes.
How could I possibly have known?
That's quite close.
Jesus Christ.
What do you want them for?
We would like to see them. They are expecting us.
Well, they're probably in bed. It's very early. It's only 6:30 in the morning.
That's alright. It's a bit urgent.
Yeah, we should be up at 6:30.
I can't get them up at 6:30. They'll have my head.
I can get them up if you take them to the room. I
No!
can knock the door.
But I'm afraid I can't. Do you know their room number? It's security, you know.
Just
GDPR.
tell them that. Just tell them that the children are here. They know.
I
They're
need if
expecting us.
I can tell you where they are, but you need to know their room number and their surnames first.
So just go and tell them that the children are here. They are expecting us. They send us to come here.
Oh, it's most irregular, most irregular. And she jumps down off her stool. Right, you stay here. Don't move.
Take 2 steps to the left.
Takes 2 steps where?
To the left.
What? Away from reception, like towards the door, or like?
Just 2 steps.
Yeah, but this is important. Which way?
Backwards.
Away from the desk.
Yes.
So back towards the door.
Yes.
She stops. She turns around. She looks at you. Don't move. I'm warning you.
Sorry.
I might look like just a receptionist, but I'm not. Right. She turns around, toddles off, some are off into the main building. And she's gone for like 20 minutes. Eventually she returns with Bavaris, who's wearing a gown. He's not dressed. He's wrapping around. He sees you all. Okay. Thank you very much, Welby. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Well, I'm most irregular. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. What did you find?
Oh, we've got the children.
You have the children. Where are they?
In the
Are they not
car.
with us?
I would have thought they would have came in with us.
Yes.
If you woke them up from the journey and yeah, they're with you. That's fine. Okay, in that case, oh yes. Greetings to them, and they all look a bit, nervous. Perhaps maybe Elliot's a little bit more like, yes, we're here, we came. What are you gonna do? Lock us up? No. Quite the opposite. Right. Thank you all for bringing them to us. It's quite early. I'm going to take them to the cafeteria. We're going to get some breakfast sorted out for them. Thank you very much. And Gottel, please do return later on, and I'll get the mistress to come and speak to you about this pass that you requested.
Excellent. Thank you. Later on today, you say?
I say later on today because I know that all-knowing, all-seeing being that watches over us has to just get the right information up on the name of the mistress. So yes, if you could come back a little bit later on, that would be fantastic.
Righty-ho. Maybe after lunch.
That would be perfect. Yes, lovely.
Oh, while we were there, sorry, I've forgotten which one of you they are. They're
This
quite
was you were talking to Elitharin.
Elitharian there. Have you heard of any actual children going missing in the area recently?
And not to interrupt you, but this is Professor Zonmir, the tiefling, the female tiefling. He says, well, yes, there have been rumours. Some of the notice boards about town have got posts up saying missing children, but no one ever seems to find them.
Well, that ruined farmstead that we picked these kids up from, kids reported having some scary noises hidden in the dark. And
Right.
around where the scary noises were coming from was a lot of abandoned children's toys.
Oh dear. So, was there any evidence of what might have caused these children's toys to be there? Or?
There was a terrible wailing and gnashing of teeth coming from the building.
There is a ghost in there.
It was like the she themselves were riding on the winds.
I'm going to make a history check for him. Yeah. He goes... He sort of like strokes his... He's got a clean-shaven face. He kind of strokes his chin for a moment and he's... I wonder... I would have you go to the library and speak to Yaz. Have you met Yaz?
I have.
The Dragonborn.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Speak with Yaz. I seem to recall she knows something about it. Yes, do that.
What time's the library?
I believe around 9 o'clock-ish, something like that.
It's time to get some coffee.
Some breakfast.
Let's go find Doodles.
Yeah, you can go back and find Doodle. I'm just going to turn the intensity of this down because this music's very... I got it on city and it sounds very like intense. Unless we'll put a town. That sounds more like it. There we go. I love this app. Just a little reminder, people listening, watching. Pocket Bard. It's amazing. Love it. Right. Yeah, I mean, what, you're going to go back to the Garden District?
Yeah, back to the Garden District. Go get some.
Go get some. You're going to go get some, are you?
Yeah, go get
Who's
some.
going to give it to you, X?
Doodle. No. Deliver the food to Doodle. Go wake him up. He's
Yeah.
living with us now, and again. Yeah.
Well, he's your butler. Yeah.
Go wake him up, and then he can unpack the cart and make us breakfast.
I'm going to give you a little bit behind the screen here. Because I kind of wanted to work the Cambion children into this episode. A little bit behind the screen. Before I decided that they were going to be in another place that ties up like a side quest that you hadn't kind of used yet, I was actually going to have them... You arrive at the cottage to discover that they'd murdered Doodle.
Nah.
But
Why did you not do that? Opal doesn't like doodle.
well, because I thought, very much like Tomb Raider, you don't want to kill the butler, do you? Just lock him in the freezer.
I know.
So, you know, I thought it'd be more interesting not to kill him. But yes, you arrive back and Doodle's, not, hello! Breakfast, dude? It's been early, but I've been up, I get up every morning, 4:30. I put the porridge on. Bloody stuff's burnt to the bottom of the pot now. No one ever eats it.
Right, there's some meats on the cart.
Oh,
You want to bring them in from the pantry, and then bacon is normal for me. And coffee.
meat on the cart, bacon and all. And he goes out and you hear him very excitedly, oh my goodness me! And he comes back in. Right, this looks like it's time for a grilling. All sort of got a deer on there. Oh, brilliant. And a bit of wild rabbit. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, yeah, I can do that for you, no problem at all. But bacon and coffee. Gossel, are you having anything?
No, thank you. I'll be fine.
Opal, what about you? Are you having anything?
I'm full. I ate. Thank you very much.
Right, Gossel, not Gossel, Romeo, we're going in. Bacon sarnie. I think I'll have a bacon sarnie too. And he's in the pantry and you hear him banging around in there and he's in the cupboards getting the pans out. Bang, cross, bang. Right old, a right faff and there's here we go, look, there's a boom. You won't hear that on Discord at the moment, but for people listening, there was a little boom there in the sound effects. Yeah, right mess, but eventually you get your bacon sandwich, and he brings out a huge pot of coffee, and he gives a little wink to Gottel. Here's a coffee for you, sir, and this one, it's got a bit of the old, bisky in it.
Excellent. That's the way to start the morning.
Would you like some cream on the top?
No. I'm trying to cut down.
Well, there you are. There's a biscuit in black.
Excellent. While you're having your breakfast, I'm going to summon Unseen Servant and have an invisible massage and polish.
Excellent.
So I'm just sat there going, oh.
Give us a d20 roll.
Lucky 13.
Not you, Goal.
Oh.
3.
Yeah, it gives you a lovely sheen. I was going to say anything above a 10, I might have said those final creases have come out, but no, you got a lovely polish. All the little details and accents of anything on your armor, it's all very nicely.
Now read
up.
the stamp sign. This armor is property of Michael O'Hanrahan.
You can read that very clearly. And anyone in the room who wants to question that can, if they see it themselves. Rodeo is burgeoning perception might notice it. Is it stamped on the bum? That's the question.
Guy, do you mind if I run for 2 minutes and come back?
Yes, we can take. Yeah, Opal, you carry on. I won't take a break.
Just 2
We're getting
minutes.
close
Yeah.
towards the end now. So
No,
crack on.
I'm coming.
So yeah,
Question on Michael Manahan.
this might be an opportunity for Opal for Gottel to give a little bit of history as he remembers it.
Well, I mean, I have vague memories of a day before I walked the earth when things were different, And I have dreams. Robots dream, you see, even though we don't sleep. And I have memories of days when things were different. Before all this shit that goes on today. And I've got memories of this night. Style thing. He was a terrible drunkard, an absolute waster, but a lot of fun. He was called Michael O'Hanrahan. I'm not sure if it was a stutter or he was just pissed.
And did he make you reckon, or?
Well, I've got the feeling that, Michael, seeing as I'm, a few hundred years old or whatever, and I've got his armour, I've got the feeling that he's not with us anymore.
Oh.
But I don't quite know why. But there were some quite big scratches in this plate when I, was put together. I've had them buffed out a little bit. But I never had the heart to get rid of the maker's mark and the little name tags,
So that was when Convergence. Do you think we can find someone that can look into your dreams? Or they're probably memories. You thought they could be memories?
I mean, they could be, I do remember. I got visions of a lot of magic, I mean, a lot of magic. I mean, you're not allowed to do magic nowadays much, but I have dreams of a lot of magic going on.
Would Relio know from his studies about more magic being used beforehand?
Well, you would know. Everyone would know the history of Amion and the convergence, and you would know that before the convergence, magic was widely used. It's just since the convergence, you would also know that this is common knowledge that it was stamped out and shut down, and now only people, who practice magic, or only people with licenses can practice magic, and only in a certain capacity.
Maybe we need to find someone that was around before the convergence. Do you know what night it was? If it was in order, or?
A word, the gauntlet. When we saw those gauntlet nights, it seemed familiar, but I can't be sure. Different things come at different times, you know. Maybe if I buff it in a certain way, the armor might remember. You know what I mean? I think
I'll
this
give
was
you
a
three
van brace,
wishes.
and I think this was a cod piece over here.
Okay. Well, I think we should look into it a bit more.
But it could be
When we go
worse.
to the library, we could have a look, see if there's any history.
Seem
Mike-
to remember that the gauntlets, you know, the gauntlets are quite anti-magic, aren't they? The gauntlet now.
Hmm.
But I have dreams where the gauntlet use magic.
Well, we gotta go to the library in a minute anyway.
There
Look
might
some
be
stuff up.
something there from before the convergence, or the librarian might know of a place where there is something. Or maybe, how long do dragons live?
They can live for quite a while.
I mean, this dragon could have some knowledge of before the convergence.
Yeah, well, we got two sources, so we can do both.
Right. Maybe last time. Oh, they might know somebody who knows, you know?
You know.
But yes, have strange and dark and terrible dreams.
Scary dreams.
Well, you know, this night, Michael O'Hanrahan just exploding all over the place.
I mean, is it just him, or was there others?
Well, I've got another name that comes out of the ether. He's called Paddy. And I think I once saw his left shin bone fly past my ear, you know?
Well, that's not a nice dream. at
I
all.
hope that's
But
not
yeah,
put you off your bacon sandwich flesh bag.
Definitely wouldn't.
Excellent.
Definitely I've seen worse at sea. Yeah. So yeah, I think we go have a chat with Sav, see if we can get a bit more information on these knights and the gauntlet.
Yeah,
We could do that, certainly.
off to the library then.
Yes. Isn't 9 o'clock yet?
Yeah, time to have breakfast and finish yapping, and you make your way down there. Walk down to the library, and there's the little kobold assistant straighten up a shelf. Don't see Yaz, but you see him straighten up a shelf.
Hello, matey.
Oh, what? Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it's me again.
What do you want?
I'd like to speak to Yaz, please.
Did you bring the book back?
I haven't finished it yet.
You gotta bring it back though.
I will. Always do.
Yaz. Oh, where's Yaz? Yaz.
And you hear from some other shelving unit somewhere else.
Yes. What is it?
And
Yeah, well, there's people here to see you. Oh, is there?
and she comes out, the old blue dragonborn. And she sort of steps out.
Ah, yes, you, Rolio.
Yes. Yes. We got a few.
And
questions.
who are these with you? A little metal man and a little lady. I have not seen these before.
The little metal man is Gotham, and the little lady is Opal.
Ah, pleased to meet you both.
Hello.
Yes, hello there, morphing into Yoda type person there.
I do not know who this Yoda is, but I look forward to meeting him or her at some point.
I think she's the wrong color.
It's okay, she's just staying this side of infringing trademarks. It's fine.
We have met this character many times before, and it's never been a problem since. Or before, I should say.
So yeah, we've come across a ghost close to a farm near Majesty's Keep.
Ah, yes, I know the one. That is it, you don't have to say any more, I know all about it.
Oh, how do we get rid of it?
Well, to get rid of it, you must understand it first. And that requires me having the correct document open. I'm going to search my vast library of tomes. If you just wait for a moment. Well, this one, what is its name? Goggledox opens up. And she seems to be casting some sort of magical spell. Yes, come on, Goggledox. Ah, there we are. As it comes off the shelf. Yes, I remember this story now, and you absolutely have set me upon the right memory. It's entitled... Well, it's more of like a journal entry, really. Entitled The Tale of a Pirate and His Bride. Would you care to hear it? Or shall I just give you the details?
No, let's hear it.
Well, this ghost you speak of, she is not just limited to this house. She does wander the moor of Pra's Hal, you see. She is the poor, unfortunate soul of Enid Crow. And at the time, her new husband, Saracen Crow, was one of the many men that partook in acts of piracy along the coast here, wrecking ships for their potential treasures. And they had a boy years prior to their eventual marriage. He was 7. Saracen became so successful, his ill-gotten gains afforded him the ability to build such a large farmstead so that nobody might suspect them of foul play. Obviously, as you've encountered, it's still there today. But sadly, for the family, he grew bolder and bolder, and his gang would be coming to and fro the house. Often the Porth Bre's watch began to grow suspicious. And one night they mounted a raid, and Saracen was killed on the beach along with his crew. But they also assaulted the house, and they murdered Enid. But the lad got away. He was never seen again. The mansion was left to rot, and every now and again, young lads wandering too far from home might hear a call and head to the house, never to be seen again. I feel the only way if you're going to appease this spirit is to find her lad. Oh no, what was his name? Thomas, what was his name? And the kobold comes around. I don't know. I don't know. You told me this story before. Yes, I know, Thomas. Now, what was it? Nicholas? Ah, yes. Right, go away, Thomas. Yes, Nicholas Crow. Nicholas Crow. It was a long time ago. He's probably dead by now himself if he survived the raid, but if he did escape, well, I think it would be best to find his bones and return them to his mother. If we're to appease the ghost, of course.
I mean, is there a registrar or something of births, deaths, marriages, and where you'd find bones, or?
Well, within the city, yes, but this was all very much outside of the city.
Right, so finding his bones could be quite difficult then.
It could be. Maybe there's a pattern. You said you found toys. Maybe there's a pattern. Maybe they lead somewhere. Who knows? But there are missing children. Boys in particular from Porth Bre, and yes, they are known to stray outside and, they go beyond the city limit. And perhaps there's a pattern there. Who knows?
I guess the watch might know.
Well, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's obviously all been reported. I've seen a few missing children posters knocking about.
I think it's going to be our best bet then, chaps, to go and check with the watch.
Yes.
If we've got some information.
Yes. Did you want to ask about your gauntlet?
My gauntlet.
Yeah, the Unite, Mr.
I don't know. I mean, have you got any information about the time before the convergence sort of thing?
Oh, well, there's loads of books about that.
Have you got the expedited version?
A shortened version. Well, now let me see. And this is when she gets into a swing of things. And she goes, Section H, row 32. And she climbs her ladder and, as she's done before, swings herself across the aisles on one of these wheeled ladders. Hey, aha! And she stops herself. 32. You better be prepared. I would like an athletics check, as this book is hurled from the shelves at you.
Athletics, you say, well, it just takes a moment to do that. 17, they said.
You see, as she hurls herself across these shelves on this wheeled ladder, as soon as she gets there, she calls it out. She pulls the book, she plucks it from the shelf and just launches it over her shoulder. And you know it's aimed at your head, and you just, out of thin air, you catch it perfectly. And this is the abbreviated version of events prior to the convergence. Would you like me to give you some information now? How would you like to do it? What would you like to know?
Well, bit of information about the gauntlet, the magic, the actual events, something concrete that we can hang maybe some of these dreams off and interpret something,
I mean,
if that can be done. I mean, it'll take a little while to read it.
I can tell you exactly the history of it all now. I know it all because I know the lore, but I'm just wondering if perhaps I save it for next time and I give Gottel like a bit of you're reading it in like a bit of a dream sequence.
Fine, Ted.
I think that sounds quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, as long as we got a way of getting some of the information we might need.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's do it this way. So yeah, I'll do a dream sequence for you next time, but for now, you kind of like maybe leave the library and you flick through the book and you get the reminder of, in fact, because Gottel didn't live through this, so.
No, but his ass cheeks did.
Yes, I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it as a dream sequence, but from the perspective of the drunken paladin. But for Gottel, you're reading through this and you're. There's something that comes to me about this, and it's you read passages about how the convergence happened, Barnack fell, and there was a queen of some description at Barnack who no one ever saw, but she was associated with the moon, and then there's the passages about how the Order of the Gauntlet were a paladin order for good, but when this happened, they took it upon themselves to root out magic and magic users and destroy, and the kingdoms fell gradually, and people wanted more say in what was going on because of all of this happening, and so obviously the governments were put in place as elected by the people instead of kingdoms, and that's what you start to read as you're walking back towards perhaps the cottage. But I will do a sequence on that, and I'm going to make a note on that.
I mean, it might come in handy for something knowing this stuff. If we meet the Gauntlet again, we'll have a bit more of an idea what they're doing.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to be doing right now?
I'm gonna see if I can pick up a couple. I've grabbed some of them posters of kids.
Yeah,
I've got
there's
this.
plenty of them knocking about. They're on just like notice boards all over the shop.
I mean, it might be worth dragging a member of the watch and asking them. Maybe going to the watch. Maybe going to a watch house and.
See if we can see Opal's little boyfriend.
Sammy Zed.
Maybe I can have a proper drink while I'm there.
A proper drink while you're there.
Yeah. Who is boyfriend, do you mean?
The young watch guard, not the vampire.
Ah, not the vampire. I thought the vampire.
Yeah, you can try and find him. You'll notice the city is, as days building, it is getting quite busy, and basically people are starting to head towards that like tournament ground, the Colosseum type thing in the bottom southwest portion of the city. The summer games are beginning to begin.
Oh.
And this particular week, the first portion is archery. And with the crowd starting to leave, bed and breakfasts or pubs and wherever they're staying, if they're local, obviously their own residences, you do see Sammy Zed starting to help usher people around and bring people safely to the grounds. So if you want to talk to him, he is there. He is available.
Let's grab young Sammy then.
And
Grab
he's not paying any attention to you, but you sort of maybe grab him by the shoulder. Oh, hello. Oh, it's you. I recognise your face. You right? What's going on?
Right. We're just following some leads on the tale of the pirate and the bride.
What pirate? What bride?
The ghost
Ghost?
story. The ghost story.
What are you on
Heard
about?
of it?
No.
Oh. No, Saracen Crow?
This is like you're talking to like an 18, 19-year-old kid.
I thought it would have been like a brief kind of ghost story.
Yeah, this ain't common knowledge.
Right, okay. No.
I mean,
Right then.
Maybe ask him about the missing children.
Yeah.
Missing
what can you
children?
tell- Yes, the ones that are all over the boards.
Oh, right.
What do you know about?
Well, silly little buggers. They've gone outside the city. They've gone down I guess, out the other side of the woodland hill there, and they gone missing. I mean, we patrol beyond the forest, but only so far. I'm guessing they've just got themselves lost or something.
Where does the city keep records of, like, the dead?
Oh, well. If you're talking about the dead, then you're going to have to go probably up to the government building and inquire in there.
All right.
The keep.
Thank you very much, mate.
It's
I'll
all right.
let you get back to work then.
Yeah. Oh, busy I am today. Got
You
games
competing?
going on. You gonna are you having a go in the games? Bit of archery today?
I'm not an archer.
Oh,
I don't think any of us are actually.
well, that's disappointing, isn't it?
We are not afraid to go close to the target.
I am.
Are you not having a go there, old Sammy?
No, I've got to watch the gates. Got to make sure no one's up to no good.
You actually a good shot on it.
Well, I like to think I am. Yeah.
You should have a go then.
Should I have a go?
Yeah, you should have a
Shall I have a little go? All right.
Yes.
And he takes his bow off his back. Shall I have a little go? Shall I? Shall I do it?
Do it. Do it.
Go on then. Go on then. And he takes a because he's got his little short sword, but he's got a bow and he's got a quiver. And he takes aim at, there's one of those, like the Tressim are still about.
Mm.
But their migrations, like they're already in the red in the red steppe. But there's one or two knocking about. He goes, see that one up there, look. Here we go. Here we go. And he pulls his bow back. And this arrow flies through the air, and you see this Tressim just flying about. And also goes, wah! As his arrow pierces through this flying cat, and it just lands on the floor. And one of his superiors goes, Sammy! He goes, oh shit, I'm in trouble now. Right, shit. And he literally, Rolo, he forces the bow into your hand, and you see him just scarper.
Free bow.
And this guard, this watchman comes up and goes, did you see Sammy anywhere? And this is a bloke, it's a normal human being. He's a little bit like middle-aged, he's quite grumpy. He's like, did you see Sammy anywhere? Oh, hang on a minute. He looks around, bow in your... Did you just shoot that Tressim out the sky?
I can't shoot for the life of me.
Bollocks, mate. I can see you got a bow in your hand. Do you realise they're an endangered species? They're protected.
No, they're not. And then I'm going to give him that. This is a guard's bow.
Oh, they're not...
It's a guard's bow.
Mate, there's no standard issue bows around here. Guard's bow, don't try and bullshit me. They are endangered.
Maybe you're going to have to test him for arrow residue.
I'll tell you what I can do. I'll write you a ticket, mate. And he starts writing something down. He goes, right. This here, you got 1 day up to the keep. 20 gold fine, mate. Shoot a Tressim.
Okay.
And it'll only get worse if you don't pay it.
I'll pay it. Absolutely fine. I'm going to put the bow on my back.
This is when a couple more guards come around the corner and just start laughing. Hey, Rob, you fucking had him, didn't you? And they're going, he goes, yeah. Fuck it. Of course, they're all guard bows, they're all standard issue, mate. Fucking 20 gold. You can shoot them little shit machines out the sky all you like, we don't give a fuck.
Great.
Go on, enjoy your day, but please be careful. No shooting bows around, there's loads of people around here. Be careful, yeah?
I will indeed, with my amazing shooting skills.
In all seriousness, was that the little shit Sammy?
Not a snitch, mate. Then walk off.
Yeah, right. Let you go.
But yeah, keep. Or are we ending it? Go head to the keep.
You're off to the keep. Why were you going to the keep? Sorry, remind me. Why were you going to the keep?
The book, not the Book of the Dead, Jesus, but we'll get records of the
Oh yeah, he wants the records of okay. Yeah. Anything else from anyone else? Because it is like the last bit to do. Before we call it a night.
That'll do us for the now.
All right. Well, before we go into introducing any more NPCs and what we're getting into, we'll call it a night there because it is getting on. So thank you very much, and next time we'll pick it up in the city. You're heading off to discover more information about the missing children, and that dragon is ever looming. And I will remind myself of his name because I know I gave him a name. I'm sure I did.
Quite possibly. I have created an NPC channel for the recording of names that might be important.
I think so, because we seem to be introducing more and more NPCs every time, don't we?
I've put it in the Discord. It's there, NPCs.
Lovely. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Because
Right, so
there do seem to be an ever-growing number. Let's have a little quick look.
yeah, I've only put a couple in for now, but
Oh, hello. Where's that to? Where is it? Is it in the campaign diary?
no, it's in NPCs. So it's actually in the live player only bit. Go down near the bottom.
Oh,
Just
yes.
Humble rules. It says NPCs, and if you open that, it's got 3 whole NPCs in it. 4 NPCs.
Yes, lovely.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
perfect. Brilliant. Thank you very much for that input. That's really helpful. That's going to be a lot of help when it comes to trying to track down names very quickly.
Yes, because I could not remember what's his face and what's his face. So I thought I'd write them in there.
That's the thing. It's quite a big setting, and there are a lot of people that you're interacting with, because
Yes.
we're not completing like one we're not completing one quest at a time. We're sort of like starting one, then going off to another one, and then so things get muddled up. So yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I got an NPCs across in Sword Coast, but I think I'm the only one who reads it. Just remind me of who the bloody hell it is.
For me, it's not necessarily their names; it's their voices. Because
Yes.
I've given them so many
Yeah,
different
well,
bloody voices.
Yeah, I think that bartender's changed voices up 4 times.
I'm going to do one thing real quick, because the audience at home probably don't give a toss about us talking about NPC channels and stuff. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for listening. I really do hope that Pocket Bard has worked well. I'm looking forward to going back and listening to it and watching it myself. So thank you very much. We'll make any adjustments that need to be made. Sound levels. This is a completely purely test run of it, and we'll see how it goes. To the guys at Pocket Bard, thanks very much for letting us use your app. And again, big shout out. Everyone who's watching and listening, please go and check them out. In the meantime, thank you very much, and we'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.
Bye.